Okay, so we're Team 25. I'm Kale.
I'm Mayank.
And our 353 project is the two-player spin on the classic game of Pac-Man. So the requirements that we meet, we make extensive use of the LCD display. We have graphics and text, as you can see here. Pretty beautiful. We use PS2 joystick for input for Pac-Man. Basically, whichever side, you can push diagonally, but Pac-Man can only move in one direction at a time. So if you're diagonal, whichever direction you're pointing more towards is the one that he's going to go. We make use of button inputs. As you can see, we have a high score feature here. So one of the buttons, if you just can't stand to see your friend's high score that you can't beat, you can actually just press the button, and then the next time you reset the board, the high score goes away. Also, you can start the game by pressing the button 1. We use the touch screen as well as another option to start the game. So you can press on the touch screen to start it. Also, I'll give you a quick demo of what happens when you lose. You can also use the touch screen to go back to the main menu. As I said before, we have a high score counter, which you'll see in a minute here, but that's using the external EEPROM. So if we were to get a high score, you can power cycle the board and the high score still stays. We also use the port expander, so these 4 buttons are used to control Ghost. And then for a peripheral we haven't used before, we use the port expander as well with the 7 or the 8 LEDs here. They're keeping track of the number of coins that you've collected so far in the game.
Okay, so we're just going to go through and run through a few games to show you some of the cool features that we have implemented. So first we're going to start out by just a simple game. Kale will control Ghost. As you can see, he's using the port expanders to control the direction of how Ghost moves, and I'm using the PS2 joystick to control Pac-Man. So in this first example, we're just going to show Pac-Man getting 2 coins and then losing. So as you can see, we use the LEDs to keep track of how many coins he consumes. So as soon as he gets another coin, the LED lights up, and we're going to lose right here. So when Pac-Man eats Ghost, we get to the screen. Got some cool graphics here, and it says Ghost wins, and it shows you the high score. Then we make use of the touchscreen as well. So once you hit this menu, you go back to the menu mode, and you can see the high score there, and you have the ability to restart. We also use the EEPROM, so that if you power off the board and power it back on, the high score stays. The next example we're going to do is Pac-Man winning. So in order for Pac-Man to win, he has to consume all 5 of the coins, and
Oh yeah, so while he's doing that too, you can see, like with Ghost's demo right here, I'm moving him up and down as much as I can, but you can see he runs into the borders and isn't able to go across those lines.
And the edge cases as well here for Pac-Man, he can't go across the whole board because he gets blocked off. Pac-Man does eat that coin.
He's got 1 coin to go. We'll give him a little race, see if I can catch him. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna catch him.
So there you go. So after Pac-Man eats all 5 coins, all 5 LEDs light up, and you get to this transition mode screen where it shows the high score. It shows a good picture of Pac-Man, and then you have the ability to go back to the menu and start again. And with the feature of this push button, if we want to reset the high score to compete again, simply hit that button and then hit reset, and the high score goes away.